On the count of three, I want everyone in this arena to scream at the top of your lungs, the Mayweather.
This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
You show me where you really trying to go in life, I tell you what Eagles you need to go research.
He said no. So that's your problem.
So we created this in our minds, false evidence appearing real.
He said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts. That's what makes you a champion.
Like some fights, like particularly like Tyrell Biggs, or someone that you had problems with, someone that you had animosity towards, so we could finally get your hands on them.
Is because I believe that everyone has a Sahara to cross, perhaps more than one. Many of you are crossing your own Saharas right now. Everyone eventually goes through periods of great difficulty, their own private hells, their dark...
I cannot make it blossom when it suits me, nor make it bear fruit before it's time.
Like my game was built on Flash.
How does Curtis Strange reflect on his infamous interview with Woods on the eve of the young professional's first tournament?
Fear is writing that script, and the working title is I'll Never Be Enough.
Pressure, adversity, and setbacks. Because no matter how talented you are, no matter how hard you work, life will test you. Challenges will come. Obstacles will appear. And if you...
People think of what they don't want. They spend time thinking of what they don't. I get so sick of living this way. I'm so tired of never being able to afford it. I'm so sick of not taking a nice vacation. I'm so sick, and that's all they're talking about.
You must always set goals that you think you cannot achieve.
We will make you a manager. So he said, I'll do it. So he packed up his family, drove across country, and there was a notice that the new manager was going to be in the office, and he wanted to hold a sales meeting at 8 o'clock.
And in doing that, and the same thing happened with Gym Launch with that product, is that every time we created a 2.0 or 3.0 or 4.0.
When I count to three, I want this entire arena to scream, the Mayweather.
And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. I want to...
He said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people.
I would create a test or a drug that allowed people to become self-aware.
Do what you say you're going to do. Be reliable. Be someone others can count on. Now, let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success. The importance of self-awareness.
It's very important that people take control of their mind and their body in a way that allows themselves to calm down, to reduce the so-called stress response.
Say, I haven't yet. Rather than I'm afraid, try I'm excited. These subtle shifts in language can have a profound impact on your mindset and your results. They move you from a position of victimhood to one of...
Most of us who are achievers tend to focus on the future, but all the joy is in the present.
You know, that's the way it works. So think of what I'm saying again. The white line represents the sound of me talking. The red line represents you listening to me talking. Now, I'll go along and I'll be explaining something, a bang, an idea will hit, where you go? You go off on a thought track. Attending workshops, seminars, listening to tapes on a daily basis to begin to recondition your mind, to retrain your thinking.
If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again.
Even when I was a kid, I thought I was working hard, or I thought I was doing everything I could, but my coach was like, you ain't giving it your all.
We'll spend a big portion of the national treasure. We'll even spend some of Israel's finest lives. We mean it. Never again. That's called backing up affirmation with discipline.
We all have talent, but the talent without the work, it's nothing.
This is a reminder of the hard work and dedication that I've put into everything that I've done.
That means that you have to work hard to be successful. You can't just sort of drag along. We say in our society, you work 40 hours for survival, and everything over that each week is for success. If all your work is 40 hours,
you can want it all day, but if you're not willing to pay the price, you don't deserve it.
I was 60, or I started my 60th year last October. And I think You know, this is something you should study all the time. It's not just...
Cannot just exist in this life.
No one. And stand up for yourself like a respectable human being and be a bit of a light on the world instead of a blight. You know? And
See with your eyes. The other one is called insight. See with your mind. See with your eyes, you'll see things. See with your mind, you'll see answers.
And when you do that, that fear, that insecurity, that doubt, that's where you grow. It was rough when I lost my job. And I could not find a job.